Before we get started into this video, just want to say we've had a transfer update. Joe Dodo has left Rangers to sign for Blackpool FC on a season-long loan. It's a good move for him because, given the players that we're going for, he's not going to get much game time up here. So the best thing for him to do is indeed to go down on loan. So he would get 90 minutes, some regular game time, because I cannot see him being at Rangers in the future under Stevie Gerrard. So all the best to Joe Dodo, and I hope to God you're an absolute success down there, son. Back to today's video. I was asked, obviously, as you've seen on my Twitter, I'm literally scraping the barrel for content. I finally hit 26 subscribers. That's actually the highest I've hit. So, yeah. Just was a good yeah. Anyway, I put out on Twitter and said, I'm scraping the barrel for content. Give me some ideas of videos you like to see. I had two. Don't get me wrong. Obviously had Spain sacking the manager. I don't want to do that because that's not. I want I'd rather keep it for World Cup games, not World Cup news. I'd rather have World Cup games. But what I will talk about, Jordan Smith. Thanks for your comment. Thanks for your idea. I want to talk about who I think will be in the starting 11 for Rangers. I've not got a pen on me, so sadly I've got one of these old school pencils. It's going to be a good day today. Who do I think will be in goal? I'll be a 4-3-3 obviously. Who will be in goal? I believe it will be... I believe Alan McGregor will be in goals. I also believe he will be the number 1. I think he'll wear the number 1 jersey. I can't see Wes Foderingham. I can see Foderingham putting up a fight for the number 1 jersey, but I can't see him winning it. I can see him falling down to backup goalkeeper, and I can see I can see Alan McGregor being the starter. Now we talk about the back line. Right back, I don't think it's going to be much of a competition here. I think it will be Tavernier. We've not got many right backs. Lee Hodgson, he'll be going, so basically Tavernier will be the only right back after the summer. But will he be captain? No. Because it's pretty obvious Steven Gerrard wants to keep him at Rangers along with Windass. So for me, it's pretty obvious that Tavernier will be the will be the starting 11 at right back. Then next to him, I believe it will be Nikola Katic. I think he'll come into the starting side. I think even we haven't heard much about him, but given, like I've said, £2 million, 21 years old. He has to be some player. Plus, he's already got a cap for the Croatian side, for the Croatian national team. So he has to be some player for that to have that. I think he will work wonders with Tavernier next to him. Plus his strike with his partner Bruno Alves. I don't think Alves will leave in the summer. In fact, Rangers have priced out that Portuguese side that wanted him, surprisingly. But I do think Bruno Alves will stay. Will he start? I think he will. As much as I'd like to see Connor Goldson get a start, I think Connor Goldson, given his heart injury, he will have an occasional start. But can I see Goldson starting consistently? No. Can I see Bruno Alves start consistently? If he tries to avoid injury, yes. Finally, at left back, It's not going to change. Declan John. I can't see Lee Wallace coming back into the team. I think Declan John's done so well to keep him out. Obviously good going forward. If he going back, but probably better, a bit better defensively than Lee Wallace. So that's my back line, and then we go to the midfield three. Who will it be? I think midfield three. I think one of them will be Scott Arfield. I think Arfield will be one of the midfield three. As much as I wanted to see him give Jamie Murphy a challenge, I can't see that being the case. I can see Arfield being more used in the midfield area. I think he'll work. Obviously, he likes to tackle. He's no bad at scoring goals. He has become a better player. So I'll think Arfield will be in there. Then I think it will be. Then I think, can't deny, I think it'll be Ryan Jack. Nearly buggered that one up. I think Ryan Jack will be in the defensive mid. I can't see Ross McCrory. I can't see McCrory really starting. He'll be on the bench along with Jordan Rossiter. I think Ryan Jack will be the starter. He actually basically fit into Rangers like that, Ryan Jack. So yeah, so you got Arfield, Ryan Jack, and who will be the third one? With Jason Holt rumoured to leave, I think the next midfielder will be Greg Docherty. Used as in the box-to-box role, obviously. I found it really unfair that the way he was treated by the likes of Graham Murty. He has not been given an opportunity to prove himself. So I think Steven Gerrard will give Docherty that chance and play him in that midfield three with Ryan Jack and Scott Arfield. Then we get the right winger. You can't can't argue. Right winger's going to be Daniel Candeias. He's been, I wouldn't say consistent, but he's done very well in that for the entire season. Been one of the most consistent. Actually, you can say consistent because he's been really good. Albeit the odd poor performances, but overall he has been really good this season, and he did deserve to be Player of the Year. I can only see him getting better under Steven Gerrard, and plus with a challenge from Ovie Ejaria. Then you've got the left winger. You can't argue with that one either. Jamie Murphy. We've got one. He's what I like Murphy. He's no one to cross the ball in. He's one to go down the side, cut in, and have a go for himself. But there is going to be times where he does tend to get caught out. But I do like the idea of having Murphy permanently as well, so that's a bonus. He knows where the goal is. I think that is probably one of our advantages. We've got a winger who can how to score goals. Now striker, I'm actually pretty torn with this one because it is going to be between Windass and Morelos. I can see it being Morelos. Or will it be Morelos? I don't know. I can't see him leaving. No, it'll be Morelos with Windass as backup. Morelos has been, I wouldn't say consistent. He was consistent in the first half of the season, but after the Chinese bid, it just went downhill for him. But I think he'll get a second chance, a breath of fresh air, basically under Steven Gerrard. He will get a second chance to prove himself. So there you have it, guys. Here's my starting 11 for next season. In goals, Alan McGregor. Back four of Tavernier, Nikola Katic, Bruno Alves, and Declan John. Midfield three of Craig Doherty, Ryan Jack and Scott Arfield, and your front three of Daniel Candeias and Fredo Morelos and Jimmy Murphy. Now that's what I've got so far. If you can you see it actually? I have wrote it down, but that's all the players we've got right now. Obviously we're going to be linked with a lot more. When basically all the players we're looking for are finished, all the players we're looking for are in, then I'll give my full prediction of what the 11 starting level will be, but that is my prediction for now. That is a very solid lineup. When you've got Alves, Katic and Goldson rotating around, especially in our defence, we're going to become extremely solid.